Hey, this is Bryan Donihue, your one-legged GM. This is Season 1, Episode 13 of The Misadventures of the Restore Corps. Before we get started, make sure you smash that like button, comment down below, and if you have not done so yet, please subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. And without any further ado, on with the show. So this is yet another episode of Restore Corps, Curse of the Incarnadine Grimoire. When last we saw our intrepid explorers, intrepid cleanup crew, they had just found four different texts, notes, hints, clues, whatever. And we're trying to figure out where they needed to go next. So at this point, I'm assuming you've actually all gathered at some point together. Now that you guys are actually all looking, well, WD-42, you may still be in your cave, playing with your computers, probably. I imagine at this point you have a lot of different ways to remote into the conversation with the rest of the crew.
Oh yeah,
legitimately. But the rest of you, I'm sure, are kind of around, and 42 is present electronically, at least. Shall we?
Just have to hack into a security camera. I mean, I did it a while ago, so.
I mean, yeah. It's not like you wouldn't have access. Anyways, all right. So
having access is the fun part.
Yeah, and it looks like Neuro did get a call. He had to go deal with something with his family right for a brief emergency. So he is not there currently with you. So you've got all of these things. What you doing?
So it sounds like we need to go.
We have to divert.
What was that?
So if something happened to his children, we must divert.
Oh yeah, there's no longer who cares about the apocalypse? The children.
Think of the children.
Gotta save the children.
We must protect.
No, sorry.
Must protect.
As far as we can call in Boomer. Boomer will throw grenades at it. Everything will be fine. We have to go protect the children.
What was Neuro's wife's name?
I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Didn't we give her like?
I don't know, but she makes pretty good cookies. Like not as good as Grandma, but she makes
not as good as Grandma. But we must protect the kids. Otherwise, we're all displaced for every holiday meal ever.
Well, not only displaced. Like I'm not going back to the kids' table.
No, I know. Too much. I can't do it. That's what you're worried about, Imp?
Now I need to see you at the kids' table back in Mountain Olympus.
I'm older than all of you. I'm not sitting at the kids' table.
All right.
What do I have to give? What do I have to give his wife so that Vlad is always at the kids' table? I feel like I need to put
whatever she wants.
Just like normal, it'll come to you. Literally.
I just had this image of Uncle Vlad sitting with the kids
in a little plastic chair.
Just kind of hunched over.
He's sobbing though, let's be honest.
Yeah.
He's got a smoothie.
Although he's probably telling them dirty stories, and so she probably wouldn't let him sit at the kids' table more than once.
Why?
They can't say Vlad though, so he's Uncle Bad.
I'd tell them some stories from back in New York City in the 1900s.
Yep. All right. So anyways, back
when I was your age.
Ooh, calm down. You thought Boomer was bad. Slow down, pal.
Buggies.
So we need to So it sounds like we need to go to Mackinac Island as
Y'all
well
heard
as
that new hit dance track from Vlad's Age, the
as well
Entertainer?
as St. Andrew's Cathedral. And you know what the greatest thing at all is? The van can't travel over water. It's a beautiful thing.
I would like to check. Do we? We wouldn't have access to each other's personnel files, would we? I wanted to see if he had a license to drive a boat.
Probably at certain levels you would, but
I'm team lead, right?
not
Why do you
at,
need a license for a boat?
You don't
You-
need a license for a boat for the most part,
Not
But-
unless you're under 16.
but
I don't know.
but going to the island is technically, it falls under the purview of national transportation board, right? So it's a federal trip across the waters in state land.
yes, it is actually that true story.
Does that
it
fall
is,
under
yes.
Department
which-
of Forestry? And
No, it's legitimately Department of Homeland Security.
Does
But
that
in,
mean I need my passport?
No,
No.
but it does mean that we're not allowed to carry weapons unless we're specifically registered to do so.
Wait,
That's actually not
only
true.
narrow.
All you have to
technically
do is get the captain's permission, depending on the ferry you take.
It's true.
True story. As long as you're licensed to carry.
Yes.
But
yeah, but
yes.
how would I have a feeling we're gonna have to arrange this tomorrow. We could probably get St. Andrews done tonight, but all the ferries are probably shut down for the night, and we're gonna have to like charter a special one.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, what time is it right now?
Early evening, because you guys started
So,
doing this.
Yeah,
right
we won't
when
be able
your
to get
shift
unless
started.
we take like a helicopter up there or Boomer's driving. We won't be able to get there in time for the last ferry.
I'd like to
I
keep
mean, if
my
Boomer's
food in my
driving-
stomach, so I really don't want Boomer driving.
The last ferry is like 8 or 9, so
If Boomer's driving, you can leave 7:00 and still get there.
true.
Oh my gosh.
If Jukebox driving, you can leave at 8:30 and still get there.
Anyways, all right. So,
Guns will clear the path.
so are you thinking about going over to? So you've determined that the clues, that some of the clues lead you to
St. Andrew.
Andrews, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Because of the night and other things.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So you have determined that at least some of the clues, and St. Andrews is local to where you are currently, so that's not a problem.
Well, so we have to get all of these pieces before we go further. So we should probably just do that tonight. Because if we can do St. Andrews tonight, we should be able to kind of move past that afterwards, right?
Yeah. So
I
it's,
think we're gonna get-
Is there anything else that we should try to figure out before we get to the cathedral from the clue, that particular clue?
Catacombs the Forgotten, lies the throne of the Forgotten.
I mean, there's a bell in the cathedral. I looked it up that part of its name is Angels. So I wonder if it would be good to go up into the bell tower, if that's even possible.
And it also said something about being entombed in the fountain of heaven. That's usually not in a bell tower.
Yeah, but there might be clues spread throughout. Maybe there's a key in one place. I know.
I think we're gonna have to go through and thoroughly search the church.
Yeah, let's say we just go to the church and then we can try to hit up Mackinac tomorrow night.
So just for those who don't remember or miss the clues, the clue for the one you're talking about for St. Andrews
Mhm.
is in the place where the rapids are grand lies the church of the Brother of the Rock, the church of the first called. Beneath her lies the final homes of those who are forgotten. The path to the immortal Magus lies entombed in the fountains of heaven and hell. The key to the path is found in the place where angels tread, hidden behind what is not what it seems. Beware, those who enter the catacombs of the forgotten may find the ones left behind.
And we have those written down as transcripts.
Yes. Yeah.
Mhm.
I have a very specific question for the things written down as transcripts.
Uh-huh.
I want to make it, I want to, as Gruff, just kind of looking at that transcript going, huh. I don't know if you guys saw that. Hidden behind what is not what it seems. Seems is spelled wrong.
Oh.
Seems is spelled like two adjoining pieces, not what it seems as in appears to be.
Truth,
Hmm.
truth.
Huh.
Well, it seems like I might be doing some extra work once we hit the cathedral.
Looking for some hidden room
Yeah.
Well,
or
Yeah.
something.
so
Maybe we do send Boomer after this because she'll get through that wall.
No.
Uh,
No.
No, we don't want to damage the cathedral because then we just have to repair it.
It's practically a historical site. I'm not going to keep cleaning up Boomer's messes. More than my job.
I mean, it's over like 100 years old or something. It's like almost old as Vlad.
Hey, sitting right here, you know.
I know, but we don't want to break you either, old man. We got to make sure that we keep you safe.
Little goat.
You know, I'm starting to see why the like eternal battle between the Lycan, the different tropes, and the and vampires happened. Because you weren't doing anything. You were actually just mentioning a relevant fact of like Vlad is this old, and then Vlad decided to insult you.
Vampires are always so touchy. I don't
Right.
understand.
You figured they would learn patience after so many years.
I mean, if they're... I just figured,
Look who's talking. Look who's talking.
I'm
just
only
figured-
30. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, but what about your dad? What about your
I just-
grandpa? Huh?
I just figured, the whole, like, they read those Anne Rice books and got real touchy about everything.
Probably.
Anyway, yeah,
Look.
so it sounds like we need to go to the church, kind of looking at this from like a 1,000-mile view here, because there's the one clue that's kind of that we found a little bit before it.
The Immortal Magus. Did we look that out?
Yes. That's,
Oh, the Knights Templar.
yes.
Knights of St. Paul.
Yeah, so like
Is there a
Sounds
St. Paul's
like-
church as well?
There's Peter and Paul. I don't know if there's just a St. Paul. To the
Actually,
dungeon.
can we Google this, or do we need to, or have you modified things slightly in the world?
well, it's not Google in our world. It's Gaggle.
Yeah, Gaggle. I forgot what we called it.
Look, we will win.
That's what we called it.
It is
Look,
true.
even though he's going to have to edit this out, we will totally win that lawsuit because now you Google things and.
No, we gaggle
How
things
about,
in
how about we not push that though?
we gaggle things in this universe.
Oh, there's a St. Paul's Anglican Church, a St. Paul the Apostle Parish, and a St. Paul's United Methodist Church.
I think maybe we go to St. Andrews first. If we have to find St. Paul's too, we can figure that out.
Yeah, St. Paul's and Anglican looks very modern. St. Paul the Apostle looks better.
All I know is we're going to have some sort of secret society hanging out here.
Have you met the Catholics?
It's either that or the
They are a
Freemasons or the
secret
Knights
society
Templar or the
themselves.
whatever.
That's kind of what they do. Catholic people just do kind of that whole secret society thing. It's what I mean. It's what they do.
Posers.
I don't know about that. They seem very devout, but there's a lot of the secret society things going on.
No,
Lots of rituals. Don't tell them about it, though.
They
They don't
don't-
like to call them rituals.
they don't know what being secret really means.
Paul LaRoche. Who is Paul LaRoche?
So,
I don't know. The name sounds familiar though.
what you doing? Where you going?
We
well,
definitely
currently,
should go and infiltrate a church in the middle of the night. Nothing seems wrong about that.
They'll let us
That's what I was
right
gonna-
in.
I was going to check how we get authorized or get permission for that because it's evening, right?
Yes.
Our
Church,
church
their
is
their doors are always
open.
open.
Yeah.
Actually, probably until late at night, they would have somebody on. They would have even one of the junior priests or whatever available.
wow. Wow.
Nope.
And this is the one where
Edit.
YouTube kicks us off. All right.
This is being cut. Like, you might want to start over, Brian, so you can just edit that entire
Oh,
chunk out.
jeez.
Mhm.
Anyways,
So I think we're going to St. Andrews to begin with. And we're, like you said, there's probably, Wise was mentioned, there's probably, the doors are probably open with some priest that's basically just there in case somebody wants to go. Like, the doors are open if someone wants to come in and pray. There's probably just someone, there's probably a junior priest, like a newer priest or more like they're maybe like wiping
Did
some
we-
stuff down.
did we ever figure out what day it was?
I mean, not that I
Day
know
of the
of.
week?
Yeah.
Well, the
No,
last
I
time
don't
we
think we
talked,
did.
the last time we talked, you said it was a Thursday because we were talking about how it felt like a Tuesday, and you were like, "Nah, it's Thursday."
I
Was
thought it was
that?
always Wednesday.
I'm trying to.
Oh
find-
yeah,
I said it felt like
'cause
I
somebody
said it felt like a
mentioned
Tuesday
something
'cause-
about Taco Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We said it
That
was.
would have
And you're
been
like,
the
it's a shame
prior
it's actually
day.
Thursday.
No, that was that. Okay, so today
Today
in
was
game
Thursday.
time. Today is Thursday because you
Yes.
guys were complaining it was not Taco Tuesday.
I was making a
Yes,
joke
yes,
about
we
how
did make that. We made that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can it be
Okay.
tiramisu Thursday? Can it?
I
Well,
can
no,
see that
the-
being a
They
thing.
always have tiramisu though.
the
You're
tiramisu
just
would have
never
been
fast
on a
enough.
Sunday. Would have been Saturday night / Sunday at the cafeteria.
Yeah.
That makes
So,
sense. The weekend.
We've
thing.
passed a few days since then.
All right. So, how are you? Are you gearing up? How are you gearing up? What are you doing to go to?
I
St.
think we're
Andrews?
just for St. Andrews. I don't think we need to gear up. I mean,
All right, here's the plan. Somebody needs to find some Catholic priest robes. Imp, I'm gonna need a suit. I'm gonna go goat head, human body. Let's just scare the
you mean these Catholic priest robes?
Never
we
mind.
have a
Scare
Let's
the
not-
wheelbarrow?
Jesus out of them.
let's not do that.
Rip those out of his hands. I say, not only is it illegal to impersonate a priest, I do not need the paperwork. We can go in nice and quiet. There is no reason to antagonize these people. Religious people are not rational.
We do
Listen,
have badges, you know.
Sapling.
But I am technically an apostle. I'm just gonna put that out there.
I
Sapling.
am going to bring like a knife just in case.
It's not illegal. It's illegal to impersonate anyone, not just specifically members of clergy or anything like that.
Oh, it's
But if you wear a uniform and people just assume you're one of them, you don't have to tell them that you are.
Look, we avoid impersonating the clergy because a lot the clergy and the Peace Corps, because those are we do not want to do that. That's actually a thing. It's international law. Trust me, I thought about it 3 times. On 3 separate occasions, but there are certain organizations that you just don't cross the line on, and those are the clergy and the Peace Corps are 2 of them. Those not even the CIA will impersonate those.
Actually, I just had an idea.
Oh no.
It's just what I found on Gaggle.
Go figure. You can gaggle something like that. I had an idea. What if we called Doc?
Hung up and we're Doc.
What if we hold
called
on?
Doc and got Doc to try to
How about
use some of her Catholic voodoo to get us in there?
What if we just go up and knock on the door?
The longer we debate on this, the less they're going to let us in because it's going to be late.
Yeah,
Right.
but the longer we're not also driving around with Fred.
Let's call.
Do we want to be
Doc.
driving around with Fred in the dark?
Beep, 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 beep.
42's got a point.
We always drive around
Can we
with Fred
just
in the
get this
dark
over
because
with
of
so I
you.
can get back here?
Vlad,
What's
we
Doc's
always
ringtone?
Ave Maria.
Is it Ave
No.
Maria?
No,
Hallelujah chorus.
I will have to figure that out. I'm not sure.
Is it?
Worst comes
Is
to
it?
worst, I'll actually ask Doc. And
Is it like the doxology or something? That's amazing. I love the idea of Doc's ringtone having to be some form of religious thing, so if it goes off ever,
Not
and
necessarily.
It can't be like.
I don't know. I feel like she's a Sir Mix-a-Lot fan.
It depends on who's calling her, of course.
I was going to say,
Sapling, it's like some really poor. It just buzzes. She doesn't have
It's-
the ring on.
It's Baha men who let the dogs out.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I don't know.
definitely.
If it's a call from
I
one
mean-
of us, it's probably something of dread.
I mean, I'm
Gang
totally
is
down.
Gregorian
wasn't me.
chanting.
I mean, I personally am totally down for Doc's ringtone being an anthem against catcalling women.
no,
I-
By the way, that's who let the dogs
I'm
out.
sure there will be a lot of, yeah, each one has a different ringtone depending on how she feels about the person calling.
Makes sense.
Sapling, are you actually calling?
I did. I'm cutting this conversation short.
All right. All right. So you call Doc and she answers, what do you want to say to her?
Hey, we're looking at doing an investigation at a church here in town. It's a cathedral. Do we need to do anything special to get permission? Do you have any recommendations?
Can you give us a tour?
Which church are you looking at?
Oh, that's the cathedral. What was it? Andrews?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or St. Andrews?
Andrews.
Yeah, I know the priest there. Let me
Seat of the
call and
Catholic
pave the
Diocese in Grand
way.
Rapids. She probably has an inn.
Yeah, I would assume.
Let me call and pave the way. Let them know that you're coming. Is this for your current mission? I'm assuming.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
She's
Are
partially
you-
rented.
Let me just. How badly are you going to screw up the church?
Preferably not at all. I can't speak for my coworkers necessarily, but
that's a
I
good
will.
answer. Okay.
I mean,
I
there
will let
might
them
be
know.
hidden things behind walls. We just need to put that out there.
This
Try-
calling on
try to
speaker,
keep-
you kidding me?
We'll fix
Try-
whatever we break.
Look,
Try to keep damage to a minimum.
look, on a level from Indiana Jones to Boomer, we're leading towards Indiana Jones.
How
Try to
aware?
keep damage to a minimum, and that'll be less hassle that I have to deal with later, and less
How-
paperwork that you have to deal with later.
How
It's all right.
aware is this priest of matters concerning our organization?
They know that I work for the OTA, and they know that I work with the OTA for the Vatican.
Would
Like I
it
said, I actually know the priest. So
would it be good to keep him with us or?
No,
Okay.
no, he's no.
All right. Thank you.
Let me know when you're going to go over there. I will give him a call and give him the heads up. What kind of access do you need? Do you need like a whole building or?
Yeah, we've got a weird cryptic message here, and I think we're gonna have to do a pretty thorough walkthrough.
Okay. Yeah, I will call and arrange that. Unfortunately, I can't be there. As you know, I'm on the other side of the country right now. So,
Did you
okay.
hear what Boomer did to the library?
Yes, I heard what Boomer did to the library. That's why I asked how much damage you guys were going to do.
Hey, we're not Boomer. Do not.
That is true. She does enjoy her explosives. All right. I will, as soon as we hang up, I will give the priest a call, tell him you're calling. Here's his name, and she gives you his name and his office phone number, which is after hours office phone number or after hours number. So
Thank you, Doc.
you're welcome. Be safe.
We'll try. You too.
Thank you. All right. So you now have a contact. Are you going to call the priest ahead of time, or are you going to just
on the way?
Well, we got to give it like 10 minutes because Doc's going to talk to him.
That's a fair call. I mean, you got to round up the van and Fred anyways. So
We get down there. Fred just is sleeping in the van. Tired of getting left behind.
Wait, leave me behind now.
He's not sleeping on it. He's literally just kind of waiting for you.
Fred doesn't sleep. Yeah, let's
All right.
let's
Come
go
on,
ahead and load
Steve.
up the van, and then as we're basically getting ready to load out and roll through the doors, we'll give the priest a call. Tell him we're basically 10 minutes out and go from there.
Again, let me just ask and clarify. None of you are loading up special or anything like that?
Well,
I have my
I'm
bag.
That kind of scares me a little bit, so now I'm thinking I
I
should.
wear an undercover vest and I have my Bowie knife.
Okay.
I mean, they haven't given me an undercover vest that fits, so I can't wear my flak jacket. But I always have some needles.
I am sure I'm sure they actually have.
I was gonna say, yeah,
vest
there
for
are
you.
people your size in the military that have to wear vests. Trust me. I have
They
watched
do
them.
make them. They do actually make them that small.
How big
now,
is Sapling?
Flak jackets, on the other hand, may not.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, they do. They're still heavy.
They're heavy. Oh,
Jessie, how big is Sapling?
I don't know that I ever figured it out. So petite.
Because Boomer was pretty small too.
Oh, don't want Boomer stuff.
well,
I'm just saying she was small.
What's Sapling's tree?
It's gosh, what's it?
A silver pine, I think, is what
silver
we're
pine
talking
or
about.
white pine or something like that. Yeah.
I was gonna say those spread out pretty fast. You could just be tall and
probably tall and skinny.
Yeah, tall and skinny.
I mean, we know you're skinny because you're a skateboard chick from Seattle. So
yeah,
so tall as well. You're like 6 foot tall.
I consume my calories in like caffeinated beverages.
I was gonna say I don't know if you want to be tall or average as far as height goes for the game.
Tall would be fun.
You.
I have to double check those ranges.
You're all tall to me.
Yeah, everybody's tall to you though, to be fair.
Do tall.
Just remind me, is that like, what is that? Look, I got the book right in front of me.
Tall is over 6'2", according to no, tall's over 6 foot even.
Yeah,
because
6
foot even cuts off an average.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
So tall puts you above 6 and below 7.
Nah, she's average then. She's not that tall.
on the taller side of average, but not tall.
Or like it. Like
5'11"
5'11", yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
All right.
5'11", 6.
You're taller than Gruff.
with heels.
Oh man. I don't know that Sapling wears heels. She does some combat boots. That's not part of her aesthetic as heels.
You're 6 foot with combat boots.
She's a tall young lady.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
All right. So, Paul, you were gonna Glitch. You were gonna say something about what you were equipping with.
I'm basically taking standard stuff, but I plan on leaving the shotgun in the van.
Okay.
I will go in with the broom.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I want nothing more in this world to know what that broom does.
You're not the only one.
You're not that's terrifying.
I'll have my little bag with some of my little short trees.
Okay. All right.
Got my laptop bag.
I was gonna say, yeah, I currently don't carry any weapons except for the Bowie knife.
All right.
There might be a little pocket hiding one of my axes.
I'm just bringing my climbing bag.
I mean, my weapons are whatever's around me, so.
Yeah, we are not we are not a certified for combat team. That may change after this mission. I'm just saying, like they may be like, you're now going through Fletsy. We don't care.
Oh yeah, I just like my axe because I mean you can do a lot of different things with it. Sometimes you got to cut some cables, so
that's legit.
It's useful.
I mean, before we head out, like we do have our standard cleaning equipment in the van.
Whichever duty van is there is fully stocked with your standard equipment.
Which, since we do concrete work, would include which would include like pickaxes and that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, they would be available.
Just in case, like pickaxes and sledgehammers for when you have to like clean out a hole to like make it to redo it.
And that's not necessarily pickaxe, but more chisel and hammer. There's a sledgehammer, obviously, but not necessarily a lot of pickaxe. I wouldn't necessarily call pickaxe a normal.
Yeah.
Implement.
We leave the jackhammer at home most of the time.
I'm right here. Oh wait, no.
Only Glitch is strong enough to use the jackhammer.
Yeah, pretty strong.
Probably between Glitch, I was gonna say between Glitch and Vlad, them swinging a sledgehammer is pretty much a jackhammer at that point.
You are wrong. Oh wow!
Behind the curtain.
That's right. I keep forgetting you're a throat.
I'll kick it.
And I'll kick it, sir.
All right. All right.
This is Sparta.
So that's your loadout. All right.
I got my little special box from my mom because she said just in case, and I never know when that'll be. So
good call. Is that in your bag with your little?
No, it's in my pocket. It's not that big, right? Am I remembering incorrectly the size?
No, it's fairly small. It could easily fit in one of your.
I got my cargo pants.
Yeah. No, that's
in the box.
If I'm wearing 5'11s, I got space for those needles.
Lots of space in 5'11s. Anyways, all right. So you go to get in the van. And tell Fred that you're going to St. Andrews.
Yes.
I have to ask a quick question. When we got back, was it determined that there was damage to the van when Fred curbed it?
No, there was surprisingly no damage to the van.
Then I have a cup of coffee for him. I promised him.
Oh, he is very thankful. He is very thankful. He seemed surprised by it, but he was very thankful.
I follow through. I mean, well, sometimes
it's a fake promise. She has to follow through.
That's true.
That's why she didn't go, oh, I forgot. It was, oh, no.
I literally meant to ask you that earlier, and then we got all those clues last week, and I don't want to.
No, you're fine. All right. So you are It is a surprisingly uneventful trip to the cathedral till you pull into the parking lot.
Who's gonna call the priest?
Okay. When you call the priest, I'm assuming you're gonna call as you're leaving. When you call the priest, he sounds tired. He sounds grumpy, but he says that he did get a call from Doc, and is certainly extending every welcome to your team. And he will meet you at the main entrance. When you get there.
During your phone call, when he says he's say, tell him I'll put in a good word with the big guy with him next time I see him.
I will not.
But I can.
Anyways, so you,
They don't like it when you try to tear down their religious systems,
as you
especially the Catholics.
As you pull into the parking lot, like I said, it was fairly uneventful until you pull in the parking lot.
It's always until we pull into the parking lot.
Fred bounces over 2 curbs, comes to a stop, kind of half on the sidewalk. So you kind of parked, kind of that crooked. This man almost got it right.
At least you didn't run over anything this time.
He rolled up on the lowered portion, so he didn't even curb it.
No, right. I mean, he bounced over 2 actual parking curbs, like the parking spot curbs.
Oh no!
It's okay. The van has clearance.
I misinterpreted what you said there.
So what you're saying
too.
is that coffee is now everywhere.
Oh, I
No,
think he probably drank it.
surprisingly, he still, none of it spilled out of his hand.
He had it in his hand while he was doing it, and so it adjusted.
Exactly.
It didn't spill.
It gimbled and nothing spilled.
It's
you
Fred.
guys
We're not going to
bounced
have any cup
around.
holders in that
Mhm.
van.
You guys bounced around a lot. And then he did pull up to the sidewalk, but unfortunately, he did get the handicap ramp, so he kind of pulled right up on the curb and then parked, and you're kind of sitting like this.
We're a government vehicle. We are not handicapped, buddy. You're going to need to move this
You're gonna
thing.
need to move, buddy.
After we
I'm
get
not,
out,
I'm not in a handicap spot.
You're on the ramp.
No, he's past the ramp.
Oh,
Well past the handicap spot. It's just
I was going to say, dude, if he was on the ramp, dude, I will report you to the ADA myself.
No. Yeah, I'm not in a spot.
thought that was going to be that argument. If I'm in the striped lines, not in the spot.
Nope. No, he's very much not in the striped lines or in the spot or on the ramp. Half on the curb in another spot, but actually taking up 2 spots technically. But
Is there
You're
clearance
double
enough
parked.
on the sidewalk for someone to get through with a wheelchair or something?
yeah, it's a pretty wide sidewalk.
Okay.
You're double parked, man. Fix it later.
We'll work on it. if we survive.
Government vehicle on a mission. We're fine.
Courtesy when we can is a good thing.
There's no one else in the parking lot.
Doesn't mean anything.
And
Fred.
there's literally no other car in the parking lot.
And we're not like code 7 or anything, so it's fine.
So
Thursday evening, that's true. There's no.
So, anyways, you guys pile out of the van and go in? Is that
Yeah.
I don't see why not.
all right? So, you approach the door, and an older gentleman in priest garments, actually does not have the cassock on or anything like that. He has just the collar, the shirt and the collar, not even wearing a jacket. It's like he says he introduced himself as the parish priest, I believe.
Give him a name.
Actually, we could find out who it is.
Not.
Don't give him the real name. Just give him
No,
a
no,
name.
no real
I'm not
names.
giving a real name. No.
Father Mackey.
How that works.
What?
That's not how that works. I mean, what? I have no knowledge of this religion.
What is this religion of which you speak?
Let's go with I mean, we'll kind of play off the Mackie thing. Let's go with Father Malachi. Works. So he says, welcome. Again, we've been asked to extend every courtesy to you. And so do you need me to lead you around through the building? It wasn't very clear as to what access you actually needed.
I just need to ask a few questions and possibly go through some of the building just to verify that everything is safe given our current investigation.
Can I ask what the investigation is, or?
I'm sorry to say that's currently classified.
Yeah, I figured. All right.
I do have one question for you off the bat, though.
Sure.
Have you heard about our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ?
I believe so, yes.
But I'm not going to stop there. Do you have any
and by the way, as you guys are standing there at the front of the cathedral, Neuro comes flying up in one of the company vehicles, crashes to a stop in an actual parking spot, unlike Fred. Climbs out. All right, I'm here, guys.
What I miss?
So they are standing at the front door of the St. Andrew's Cathedral in Grand Rapids. So
I have a question there. Father, I apologize. I was a little distracted.
Malachi.
Father Malachi. Do you have any old artwork, stained glass windows, statues, something like that, involving angels?
He just kind of gives you this look of
no. Remember, no, old. I mean, yes, duh. But sometimes you have more modern of them instead of like something more of like from the original.
This cathedral is over 100 years old.
It also burned down once.
Well over 100 years ago. So, and apparently Neuro crashed.
He tripped and he beefed it on the ground.
He was so excited to go. He biffed it on the stairs. Anyways, Father Malachi goes, yes, we have lots of older artwork with angels and other religious symbols.
Yeah.
Including stained glass. In fact, and he turns around and points out 3 of them literally in like the area within eyesight.
Theran, you're really hot.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hey, we're like playing a game right now. Keep your feelings.
Tell that.
Well,
Let's keep it professional, please.
I was.
all right.
I don't need that kind of conversation about my
The oldest
brother.
profession.
I was going to say, the last time I played, sorry, shots were involved.
Anyways, so Father Malachi just kind of looks at you and goes, yeah, we have them all over the cathedral.
I was hoping that maybe you had more of like when you're like, oh yeah, this is like the centerpiece or something like that. But if not, that were.
Is there a fountain on site?
Over there, and he kind of points outside in the courtyard area.
Is that
So that's the only one that I'm other than the water fountains, but that's
does that fountain serve any sort of special significance? Or is it
no,
just okay?
it's pretty.
I guess we take a look at the fountain.
I want to go look at the 3 stained glass windows you pointed out.
I would also like to stay inside of the church and just kind of wander around. I'm looking for stained glass windows that have a fountain on them.
Good call. I have another question for this authoritative figure whenever it comes back to me. That's fine.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I forgot my question. Hold on.
Papa Malachi.
So I understand that your church has a bell tower.
Yes.
Is that something that would be accessible for an inspection, or?
Yeah. I can show you where the access door is. It's a staircase up to it.
Are
Okay,
those the
perfect.
original bells in the bell tower?
No,
Where are the originals at?
I have no idea. Legitimately.
Fair enough. Thank you.
Probably remelted down and cast into something else. Just the way of the world.
Okay, let's see. Was there anything else? Are there catacombs on site? Do you have anything underneath? Or did the original church have catacombs underneath?
We had some. We did end up, from what I understand in the plans, we ended up basically covering over the entrance to some of the earlier foundation work after the fire.
That's when the building was hit by lightning. Yeah.
Yes.
Could you show me that area where that entry used to be?
Yeah, it's down in our sub basement right now.
Okay.
Do you want to go now, or do you?
If you could show, if you don't mind, just show us where the entry is and the entry to the bell tower, and then I think we'll probably take it from there unless anybody else has any questions.
Yeah,
Sure.
actually, that
And
sounds like a great idea.
He leads you through the actual sanctuary into this back corridor area, and he points out this is the door to the bell tower, and it actually does say, bell tower access. And then he takes you to the basement access. He says, this door leads down to the basement. There is a sub basement. There's a door in the basement that leads down to the older sub basement, and that's where foundation work is. I'm not exactly sure where the original entrance to the foundations were in the sub basement, because that was before my time, obviously. So,
All right, well, thank you. You've been very helpful.
if you need anything else, you have my number. Give me a call. And do you have any idea how long you're going to be on site?
I think we won't know until we complete our initial walkthrough and see if any of the information we have goes anywhere.
Okay. All right.
Father, in about an hour, what I'll do is I will come back up and I will give you a call or a report on what's going on and where we seem to be. See if we can't get you some rest this evening.
Okay, that's fine. If you are going to be here much later than that, I will assign one of the other priests to actually be available for any questions or anything like that. So with that, he says, if you have no other questions, and then
Also,
he turns and
sorry about the Lord and Savior joke thing earlier.
it's not the first time I've heard it. So, Vlad, you were looking at the stained glass windows.
Yep.
They are very, very beautiful. They're very old, and they have angels in them.
I want to take a look around, see if I can't find like any signs of like reconstruction around them.
Around the windows themselves. Give me a.
I do have a construction proficiency, so
Yeah, give me a construction roll then. Yeah, absolutely.
come on. 102.
The only construction you see is like minor repairs to the casings and that sort of thing. It's not nothing other than that.
Doesn't seem to be like any kind of hidden panels or anything like that too, or anything like that. Or...
For that, no. It seems like it's just construction. That looks like there was construction to possibly reset, fix some water damage or whatever.
All right. Oh, then I'm gonna move on and see if I can't find any other windows that might fit what we're looking for.
Okay. All right. Give me a survival awareness roll, please.
Well, the night.
91.
You're not seeing any other stained glass windows that catch your eye. I mean, you notice there are angelic figures, statuary around. To your eye, though, a lot of it looks newer. Not a lot of it looks really old. So as Vlad is looking at the stained glass windows and the area in the vestibule and in the sanctuary as well, because that's where the majority of the stained glass is. What are the rest of you doing?
The basement?
I like dark places, so I'm heading that way too.
I want to start at the bell tower.
I'm gonna go with Sapling because I like to get high.
I'm gonna head down to the catacombs.
All right. So
Gruff was gonna find some stuff. Then he got high.
Neuro, where are you going?
Dug and edge and crimp and pinch and.
I think I will follow Glitch.
Okay. All right. So 4 of you are going down to the basement area. Gruff and Sapling, let's go with the bell tower first. On the way up, and it is a ways up. It is stairs. I mean, they're fairly sturdy. This is obviously not something that is often accessed. Lots of dust, lots of, and when you get to the top landing, there is an access hatch with a ladder that climbs out into the actual tower itself. So,
Sapling, you want to stay down here and look around for anything like rafters and stuff that we might be able to access from here. And I'd like to climb up actually outside into the bell tower, if that's okay with you.
Yeah, look for I don't know if I should have thought to ask if the bells were labeled because they're all named. But look for the Holy
Bells are
Guardian
named?
Angels. It was right on their website.
I didn't gaggle their website.
Don't worry, I did some research.
I don't know if you can consider gaggle research.
It got me where I needed to go.
Fair enough.
So
All right.
Sapling, what was the bell that you were looking for specifically?
Holy Guardian Angels. Where do the angels walk? Look for keys.
All right.
Here's a weird question. Does it mean key or does it mean like musical key?
I mean, for you to find out, I guess.
Oh, I'm
all
talking to
right.
Gruff. I'm talking to Gruff.
Go.
Oh, sorry. I was distracted I was looking at the ladder. Does it seem safe?
Yeah, it seems pretty safe.
Sorry. I was seeing the ladder, checking out if it was.
Are you just excited to be climbing?
Yes. You said
Okay.
something about the key, like a musical key. None of the other like lines of that riddle kind of like line up with that, but if it did, that's a really good. I like that. Maybe you should write the next riddle for whoever's looking for this next.
Hopefully no one is, or we have to have the organization go after him.
I'm pretty sure you've seen Indiana Jones. Someone's always looking for something.
Have I seen that? I think somebody showed me one with a skull. It was really odd. It's a crystal skull.
We don't talk about that one.
Sorry.
So, Gruff, are you climbing up the ladder?
Yeah.
All right. You climb up. The hatch it's not really secure. There's a simple latch on it. Just nobody's climbing. Nobody's accessing the church through the bell tower. That's not right.
I mean, it's not a good entry point.
Not really. Not
I just want to
normal entry point.
I just want to like open it up. If I can climb out there and kind of like, I'd like to look at the bells, see if their names are like cast on them at all. And then maybe look for keys up in like by the tongues of the bells and stuff like that. And maybe like near the rafters and that sort of a thing.
It's bell number 3. I don't know if that helps.
What?
I shouted up the ladder at you.
There's more than one bell?
Yes,
There's a lot of bells.
There are several bells.
There are 10 bells.
It's a big bell tower. Yes. So the names of the bells are actually up on the hanging point. I don't know what they're called. Where it's attached to the overhang.
Sure.
So the names are up there. They are pretty. They are big, and I need a luck roll, please.
Uh-huh. That's 50.
Okay. Just as you start to look, you're lucky actually see.
Hold on. You're lucky I used the Gruff die and not the lucky die, the Charlene die, because the Charlene die was an nat 20. It would have been higher.
You start to see the actual the bells start to move, and you're like, oh, and you're just in time to cover your ears as the full hourly chime goes off.
Can
And
I
by
get
the way,
my
it's
bell rung?
really loud in the tower for you as well, Sapling. You don't see it to start happening. So you're kind of stunned and kind of deaf at this point. At least for a
Now
few
I'm
minutes.
cranky.
After it's over, then they were kind of cool to watch the mechanisms go. And it still was very, very loud, especially for you, Gruff, with your thropy hearing. But you did happen to see the movement in time to not be completely deafened.
As I climb down, after I would like to complete my search if possible.
Yeah.
After I complete that, when I climb down, I'm gonna make sure to be real safe. 3 points of contact at all times. Nothing, no showboating. Not after I've literally just been like
Had your bell rung? Yes.
had my bell rung, yeah. For lack of a better pun.
I was waiting to use it, I'll admit. Yeah, so you do your search up there. You do not find any keys. You don't find anything that even looks like, you certainly don't find anything that looks like musical notes. You don't even find any, other than the names on the bells themselves, you don't even find any inscriptions or anything up there.
Fair enough. Yeah, then I'll climb down and just kind of look at Sapling and be like, who knew those things rang hourly?
You see lips, I was going to say, you see lips moving. You do not hear him at all.
I would like to make my awareness roll after I regain my sense of balance and composure. He told me to look at the rafters.
Go ahead.
$63.
I mean, they're construction rafters. There's not, you don't see any interesting signs or anything on it. Well, I take that back. You do find searching, you do find one little carving, like Joe was here or something just silly.
Is it in the wood?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'm petty. I want to. Yeah, he was, but who's gonna know now?
Give me the roll and take the point. I think is that your minor one or your major one?
That's a good. Well, my main. Oh yeah. I have 4 listed.
You should have 2 minor, 2 major.
It's towards the top, so I guess one in the major. So let's roll. My notes are all a mess. Oh, I rolled so bad. All right. This is still my cast faith though, right? Even if it's a talent.
Those are straight judgment.
Straight judgment roll, right?
Oh, is it? Gosh.
Welcome to Imp's world.
I mean, I haven't used anything yet. I don't know that I'm going to get this to work. Let's see. That is
Good
a
luck.
27. My SC is a 25. Oh yeah, high power, duration 20 minutes. Oops.
Boom, baby.
Conditional modifiers on complexity. It's pretty easy, right?
It is very easy. You said you rolled a 27 though?
Yeah, so I only beat it by 2.
I mean, you're fine. So it goes off. I don't remember what the cost is for that.
I've got it. It's a 10. That's kind of a costly thing for me to be petty, but hey.
You are very, very petty, and now the wood looks beautiful.
It goes 20 minutes, so is it just like spread?
Oh yeah, no, this rafter is solid. I mean, like it is amazingly solid and gorgeous, and it looks beautiful. Should not have been used in construct. I mean, it looks like someone went, "Oh, hey, let's pick the nicest, most expensive board possible and use it in constructing a bell tower nobody will see."
This poor priest is going to walk through the church after we leave to make sure we didn't mess up anything. And he is going to find this beam.
Yes, he will, because you guys went looking in the bell tower. Yes.
Oh, yeah. No, he's going to be like.
But can't you like on your way down, like basically touch all of the wood on your way
I guess
down?
that's the question with the duration. Is it like, can I keep just, I don't know. Because like
Sprucing things up.
Exactly. Can I spread it out so it's not just
Yes, that was done on purpose,
thing.
Simon.
Yeah, I mean, you can touch
appreciate
up spots. You've got about 20 minutes of use out of it. So you can kind of like, oh, that one's kind of splintering there. Okay,
This
well, that's kind
door,
of got a nick out of it.
Do I notice her doing this?
I'm
It's
sure
a
it becomes
sinkhole.
obvious after the first couple.
I just
She
look at her.
So
Go.
she's just kind of walking down, and as she's walking down the stairs, she's just kind of running her hands
Or
along the
banister,
side,
the
banister, and then reaching out and touch rafters. And
Sapling.
Yeah.
These rafters are over 100 years old in some situations.
Okay.
You're unantiquing a church.
Listen, someone carved in to this church, and they may not be a part of this church, and they may not agree with this church, but it's wrong.
So your argument is that somebody carved something.
I fixed
So-
it.
So you're faulting a Catholic church for hiring
I'm-
a carpenter?
I'm faulting a person. Who says that was a carpenter? There's just a person named Joe. Joe's at fault here, not me. Walk away.
Joseph was Jesus's dad's name.
I don't think that man from over 2,000 years ago is the one who carved into that beam. Gruff.
You don't know.
Don't I, though?
As it's carved in English, and
Yeah.
Anyway. I didn't see it.
It was a total waste of ability. I didn't
As-
think about that.
As I'm sitting up there,
We left it better than we found it, okay?
I can't argue with that. I can't argue with leave no trace. Crap.
yeah, she got you there.
But that is leaving a trace because
It
that's
is.
making it better than.
As we're up there, I look across the rafters. Is there anything, as I'm looking, kind of surveying, is there anything that stands out as like maybe the key is up here, maybe they, again, where angels feel
Give
here
me
to tread?
Give me a survival awareness roll.
Okay.
Fear to tread or just tread?
Where angels tread is something else. Sorry. That's a 72.
Okay. You do not see any sign of a key or anything up here. I mean, you're now seeing more of Sapling's handiwork, and the one beam she started with, gorgeous. I mean, gorgeous.
This church will stand another 100 years.
At least the bell tower.
Yeah. And no weird wall seams or anything either.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, then let's go ahead and head on down.
Weird.
we'll,
weird. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, let's go ahead and head on down, and then we'll meet up with everyone else in the basement, see if they found anything.
Can I inspect the stairs?
Yeah.
Weird question, but
Miss
and I'll
Robbie
fix
on
those
this one.
squiggly
They look
spots, I guess.
sketchy. Maybe angels don't like stairs.
Well, it says seam.
Jacob's
everything-
ladder. They don't like stairs.
I don't know what you're referencing.
The Bible, you heathen.
Yeah. Faye.
She literally is, yeah.
Why would I read the Bible? I grew up in a forest. We didn't have books.
I mean,
I think I rolled the same thing I rolled last time.
You didn't even go to Sunday school?
I didn't even know what day of the week it was. We lived out in the wilds, dude.
Just imagining this failing metalhead that's like, yeah, of course I read lots of books. What could be more metal than freaking leaning against my tree, reading
the
off
corpses of trees,
dead corpses,
trees,
the mulched up ground torch.
What'd you roll for yours for that?
Not good. I think it was 64 again. Yeah,
okay.
Rolled the same number.
I mean, they're okay to walk up and down. It's not something that you would definitely want to do a lot of traipsing up and down all the time on.
You should have touched this. You should have touched the stairs going.
Oh, I am. We got 20 minutes. Especially, I was, I don't think about it because it's a touch ability. So I'm like, does that look like that seems a little open touch? Like, oh, whoops.
Not anymore.
Vila ain't got on Sapling.
There's just spots on the stairs that are like rickety, hardwood. Rickety, hardwood.
I especially intentionally fixed the really bad spots. It's not what I was looking for, but.
Right. Okay.
Time for the basement.
Yeah.
Time for the basement.
So it is about time to get back to the folks who are heading into the basement, and it's also about time to wrap us up, unfortunately. So
it's almost like he stalled so that he could wait on the basement.
No, I would never. Anyways,
I'll back up.
so at this point, take for spas today. Let's do 3 proficiency points in anything sapling.
Either's correct.
Either technically, yes. So sapling, take those 3 in survival awareness. So anyways, otherwise take it in something
any proficiency
that you already have. Yes. And with that, we will call it a night. I know it's went fast. Will be even faster because I have to edit a few things out. Thank you so much. And
we're here for it.
Come back next time.
Sorry.
Oh, you're not.
Anyways, same time and channel next time.
Hey, thank you so much for watching the video. I really appreciate it. Before you go, do me a favor and like and comment down below. It really helps us out in the algorithms. Also, before you go, if you have not subscribed to us yet, smash that subscribe button over there. And I probably have another video waiting for you to hit and watch right there. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it again. You guys are awesome. This is the One-Legged GM. Happy hunting.